Yes. The applicant provides the assurance of the purpose of obtaining federal grants. Yes. Loans, contracts, property discounts, funds made available through the United States Department of Education. Yes. Now, I know that a lot of courts think they have to do what they're doing, but as a citizen, I realize that far too often you're more important than the actual investors of any municipality. Coach. Now, I've sent you about 1,900,000 emails. Yes. And I just found out the last couple days that I probably should have gotten 12 days, but the court rules don't specify the actual number of days that you have to give notice to the respondent before a court hearing. Yes. Now, for every court that thought, well, we'll just go to court and see if they're there or not, and we'll make sure that the court clerk is there, and the court reporter, and the bailiffs, and a few extra sheriffs, and we'll stand around and look at an empty court. I actually am suing you for billions of dollars, okay? Now, you had to be dickheads. Pooch. My thought is, well, you don't care about those that have passed the bond issues that allow for you to issue municipal bonds. Yes. You don't care that there's enough money to pay those interest payments. You don't care about the credit rating. Now, wouldn't it be interesting to note, yes, that for every county that did not actually specify the due process of the respondent and petitioner in all civil proceedings, you thought, well, we don't have time to write court rules where the citizens could get a copy of them, in PDF. And then I, as a respondent, would know when I have to respond, yes, and when there has to be a reply in the actual case file so that I know that you're going to be there as a court commissioner. Yes. You don't have time to update those actual court rules. But it seems like every time you go to put your hand out for some more money to borrow, pooch, it is affecting the actual credit ratings of each and every county of the United States. Yes, it is. That affects the actual interest payments of the actual municipal bonds that are issued. Yes, it does. Your too busy is probably costing billions upon billions of dollars in unnecessary interest payments. Yes, it is. And is causing a lot of unnecessary expense on the part of those elected to office. Now, I know I was not given notice of the settlement conference setting hearing, yes, but I was reading the RCWs about why you have those. You cannot have it in 10 days. Now, since the court rules don't say, but Spokane County's does, yes, and Snohomish County does, it seems that every county that thought that they had the right to borrow money for the building of anything they thought was important doesn't realize that when you don't update those court rules to make absolutely fucking sure that each and every party in each court case knows exactly what the due process is for the civil court procedures, that you don't really give a fuck how much money you're paying. Now, I'm really pissed off because I emailed this court. I emailed them about fraud, pooch, forgery, contempt of court. Now you're in contempt of the act. Oh, yes, you are. Now we're going to get the interest rate on the last 25 years of municipal bonds. We're going to get the court rules for each and every civil procedure. Yes, we are. Then we're going to look at these restoration laws because you just won't give up the whole concept of me having to go to a mental facility. Yeah. Where the staffing necessary to do the evaluation of my restoration, yes, could cost $100,000. Now, when the state of Washington considers these restoration laws, they didn't think about the actual individuals that own the state bonds that thought, well, I'd like to get that interest payment. Now I'm suing this state and every state for not really enforcing the actual requirements of evidence. Yes, witness, speedy trial, and then keeping me on the docket for the last fucking year so I had to go through 2 mental health evaluations because you didn't think that what you were doing was actually costing anybody any fucking money.